Hey, thanks for joining the channel. In this episode, we're going to look at Tim's Kubota Mx6000 and talk to you about the regeneration. Stay with us.
Hi, this is Tim and Joel. Welcome to Midwest Hunting and Outdoors by Two Dumbasses,
a podcast about the outdoors, hunting,
and being a steward of the land.
Welcome to Midwest Hunting and Outdoors by Two Dumbasses. Tim, today we're going to talk about, the focus is going to be your Kubota tractor, Mx6000, and it's gone through, I think, the first regen cycle that since you've had it. So that's what this episode's going to be about. What is regen cycle? How's it done? And what pros and cons did you have experience with it?
Yep.
So let's start with regen cycle.
So as you're going to see, I'll show you some footage of it having a flashing signal. I referred to the manual. I've actually went up and even talked to the Kubota dealer just to make sure before I did this, because I didn't want to mess it up. And basically what the Kubota dealer told me was, hey, these engines like to run hot. And so one of the things I found out, you can get this through the manual as well. I'll put in a picture here so that you can see that page from the manual, so you'll see what those alarm signals look like and what regen looks like. But it's super important, once you get started with the regen, you don't interrupt it, because what you're doing is depositing and cooling that into the exhaust, or into that regen system, if you will. And you can damage the engine. But according to the dealer, one of the things he said is, hey, you'll see this little RPM gauge that's going to tell you to raise up the speed, and then once that stops, you don't see that raise RPM signal, you know you're at the right place. And then it's just park it and make sure your hydraulics are down, and don't leave the area, stay within the area of the tractor and let it go through its cycle. And that's what we did. I mean, hey, I didn't have work to be done, but if I was tilling or mowing, etc., and that flashing signal came up, now generally speaking, if I was mowing or using any PTO unit, I'm probably running at a high enough RPM already to do the regen, and you can keep on doing the work that you're going to do, and this auto regen is what it's called, will automatically take care of itself. But if you're going to park it, which is what I did for this exercise, just don't leave the area, just so that if something were to go wrong in its cycle, you're there to take preemptive action.
And Tim, the purpose of the regen, just to be clear to our audience here,
is it basically is burning off all the impurities from the diesel fuel, right? So there's multiple ways out there that the different tractors have. Some use a component called DEF, and you have to put this liquid DEF into your tractor in order to handle those impurities. Well, with this Kubota tractor, the 6000 and the 5400, it's got its own little regen unit, and it actually will burn it off, and you don't have to use that DEF, which is exactly what I want.
Yeah, and my tractor has the exact same process. It's a John Deere, but it's the exact same process, so I didn't want anything to do with the DEF either. So cool. And approximately how much time did it take for you to go through that process?
So they said it'll take anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes talking to the dealer, and I clocked it as 15 minutes on the nose.
Nice. And you shouldn't have to deal with it for another 75 to 100 hours.
Yep.
That's the good news.
Yep, that's good news.
Anything else that we left out on the auto regen for the Kubota?
Nope.
Good tractor, man. I'm so jealous of your tractor. But until next time, be safe, have fun, and get outdoors.
Thanks for listening or watching our show. We have some exciting topics and guests coming up.
We ask that you subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
We look forward to hearing your suggestions for topics,
questions, and comments. This is Two Dumbasses signing off. Until next time,
be safe, have fun,
and get outdoors.